Alright, we're in the last film in the prequels. Finally. What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. Welcome back to my Star Wars series of reviews leading up to Episode 8, The Last Jedi, in December. And as I said, I am reviewing the final film in the prequel trilogy. That movie is Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. That's right, directed by George Lucas, starring Hayden Christensen, Ewan McGregor, Natalie Portman, Samuel L. Jackson, and Ian McDiarmid. Just like all my Star Wars series of reviews, all of them are going to be spoiler-filled. If you haven't seen Star Wars, I don't know what's wrong with you guys. Watch Star Wars, all of them, even the prequels. Anakin Skywalker turns to the dark side and becomes Darth Vader. And this entire film is how Anakin turns to the dark side. He doesn't trust the Jedi Council, he doesn't trust Obi-Wan, he doesn't trust Mace Windu, and he starts to build a connection with Chancellor Palpatine. The Jedi Council does not trust Palpatine because they've discovered he's now the Sith Lord that they've been searching for so long. He's Darth Sidious, and so he tells them that there's a way to save Padme. He's gonna turn to the dark side, and they have to stop him from doing that. Finally, this is a film that I can sit through and watch. I mean, Revenge of the Sith, obviously it's the best film in the prequel trilogy, but it's not a great movie by any means. It's definitely okay. There's so many improvements that Revenge of the Sith has compared to Attack of the Clones and The Phantom Menace. And let's go straight into the positives of this movie. John Williams' score is amazing once again, but the one thing I want to talk about is the whole entire story. The way the film sets up Anakin's, hatred towards the Jedi Council and not being able to trust him, they have him become a part of the Jedi Council, but they don't have him as a master. And that's never happened in the history of Jedis. And it's really cool to see what George Lucas did to make him become Darth Vader. It's not perfect, but it's probably the best way they could have done it. I also really like the way that Chancellor Palpatine becomes Darth Sidious. He gives the "Whoa, Jedi." He gives that awesome voice, and it's really cool to see the villain aspect of Revenge of the Sith, and that's what this movie's best known for. The dark side rules. I mean, I've always said the dark side rules in Star Wars. I also really like the way the visual effects were and the action sequences. They're so much better here in Revenge of the Sith. They're way better shot, they're more kind of believable compared to the first two prequel films. And in this film, a lot of people complain that the final lightsaber battle doesn't look really realistic, and I kind of agree, but it's really fun to watch. The action sequences in the first two movies were so fake, and I actually really like the final lightsaber battle. However, guys, there are a lot of negatives, and they're the same kind of negatives that we've seen with The Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, so let's go straight to them. Unfortunately, guys, Revenge of the Sith does have the same dialogue and script problems that Phantom and Attack of the Clones had. The dialogue in a lot of scenes in this film are still cringeworthy at times. A lot of scenes just don't make sense, and it's all from Hayden Christensen. I mean, the guy's just not that great of an actor. But here he does improve, but he just delivers the lines in such a terrible, dramatic kind of way. And it really is not good. Also, Obi-Wan, Ewan McGregor doesn't get a lot to do in this movie until the final act, and it's cool to see him, take down Anakin at the end and gives the lines of, "You are my brother, Anakin!" But all he does is just play typical Obi-Wan, and he doesn't take enough risks. Also, we get introduced to General Grievous in the film. In the opening scene, he coughs a lot, and to be honest, he really is a coward. He does jack shit in this movie. And when you want to see a cool villain like General Grievous, if you watch the Clone Wars movie, he gets taken out in at least 2 minutes. And it really is disappointing when you have a villain that does jack shit. There's some small complaints here and there, some questionable decision making, like why does that happen? What the hell is this? And it's kind of hard to explain because it just happens like that. And if you're a typical Star Wars fan, you're just like, what is even happening? The ending of this movie, if you're questioning, if you watch A New Hope to start with, if you're getting into Star Wars, you're like, how does this happen? Like, why the hell are they in an escape pod and the big Star Destroyer is coming after them? If you watch Revenge of the Sith at the end, now you know why things are set up like that. In the end, guys, Revenge of the Sith is definitely the best film in the prequel trilogy, but it's not one of the best Star Wars movies by any means. It's okay. I really can sit through and watch it. The ending does get a little bit better and more entertaining, but all in all, it's kind of the same problems within the first two movies, but some people actually love it. I just think it's okay. So with all that being said, I will give Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, a 3 out of 5 stars. Alright guys, that was my review for Revenge of the Sith. What are your guys' thoughts on it? Did you love it? Think it was okay? Or did you absolutely hate it? The prequels are done. Now we're on to the original trilogy. Next month will be Episode 4, A New Hope. Thank you guys as always for watching this review, and if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below. Be sure to click that notification bell on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!